Hi, welcome to my story telling session. I'm Huma Mohsin and I'm going to tell you a story, Goldilocks and Three Bears. Okay, once upon a time, there were three bears lived in a house in wood. Baba Bear was great big bear. Mama Bear was middle-sized bear and the baby bear was little bear. All the bear had their own balls for porridge. One day, Mama Bear made some nice porridge and she put in the balls and set on the table. But the porridge was too hot. So, to give the time to porridge to cool, they decided to go outside to walk. So all the bears went outside to walk. When they were gone, there came a beautiful girl named Goldilocks. She looked in at the window. Then she knocked at the door. Knock, 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 but no one answered. So she entered into the house. She was very glad to see the table. What was on the table?
The ball. Mama was it.
Okay, there were the balls. So she was very hungry. First of all, she tasted the porridge in the great big ball, but the porridge was very hot. Then she tasted the porridge in the middle-sized ball, but the porridge was too cold. Finally, she tasted the porridge in the middle ball, and that was just right. So she ate up all. She liked it very much and she ate it all. Then she decided to have some rest. There she saw some chairs. First, she sat in Baba Bear's great big chair. But the chair was too hard. So she really didn't like it. Then she sat in the middle-sized chair, but the chair was too soft. Finally, she sat in the little chair, and the chair was just right. But as she sat on the chair cracked and broke. She fell down on the floor. She picked her up and now she looked for another place to rest. She went upstairs and there she found 3 beds. How many beds?
3 beds.
Yes. There she found 3 beds. First of all, she lay down on Baba Bear's great big bed. But the blankets were too rough. Then she lay down on middle-sized bed. But the blankets were too silky. And at the end, she lay down on little bed, and the blankets were just right. So she covered up herself and fell asleep. At that time, the 3 bears came back. At that time, the 3 bears came Back. They went straight to the table. They went straight to the table. And Baba Bear, he got very angry. When he looked at his dish, he said, "Someone has eaten my porridge." Okay? Then Mama Bear, she looked at her dish and said in her soft voice, "Someone has been eating my porridge." Then the baby bear, he cried, "Someone has been eating my porridge too," and eaten up all. Then they start looking here and there. They saw the chairs, and Baba Bear got angry. He said, "Someone has been sitting on my chair." Mama said in his soft voice, "Someone has been sitting in my chair." Then came the baby bear, and he said, "Someone has been sitting in my chair and my chair has broken." Then they all rushed upstairs.
Then they go to the bedroom.
Yes, they go to the bedroom. They all went upstairs and they said, Baba Bear just looked at his bed and he said, "Someone has been sleeping in my bed." He was very angry. Then Mama Bear looked at her bed and she said, "Someone has been sleeping in my bed." Now came the baby bear and he said, "Someone has been sleeping in my bed and here she is." Goldilocks was sleeping in the bed?
Yes.
Yeah, she was there and said, "Here she is." Now the squeaky sound of little bear startled Goldilocks. She sat up with wide eyes. She woke up. As she saw the three bears, she got frightened. She gave a loud cry, "Ah!" and she jumped and ran away as fast as she could. And to this day, the three bears didn't saw that Goldilocks again. She didn't come back. Okay? Yes. Did you like the story?
Yes.
Who will tell me what's the name of the story?
Goldilocks and the Three Bears.
Did Goldilocks a good girl? Yes.
Oh.
What did she do bad in the story?
She made them all weird things.
Okay. And?
She broke the baby's chair.
Yes, she broke the baby chairs and
She on baby bed. And she made the baby story.
okay, very good. The very big and major thing is that the lesson in it that we should not use other things without their permission. First of all, we should take permission
Yes.
and then we should use these things. Okay?
Yes.
Thank you.